So, you're thinking about buying the Avata 2, and you're not sure if it's easy enough to fly, or if it suits you. So, I'm just making this quick video today to give you my thoughts. We're going to go out and fly it. I'm going to show you how I fly it and what it can do, what it's capable of. Because there's some pretty cool stuff that it does. I just fly with the motion controller. I know a lot of people will have something to say about that. The reason why I use a motion controller is I'm not interested in doing all the backflips and it's just not for me. I do photo and video professionally, and there's a lot of people who enjoy my videos, but they don't want to see the motion sickness, doing backflips and drop downs and all that crazy stuff. And I don't want to do either, to be honest. So that's one of the main reasons why I've not got the RC controller yet. Another reason is I'm absolutely terrible at flying this thing. So I have crashed it twice, quite badly already. I'll show you when we get out of the car. Just there is a bit of damage left. I've only got one more crash left on my Care Refresh, so yeah. But anyway, I've had the conversation with a few people, and they've said how they really want the Avata, but they're just not sure if they can fly it, or if they're ready for something like that. So we're going to go out, we're going to fly it. We're just going to go in a little nice open space, and I'm going to show you how the motion controller works, and just how easy it is, even in sport mode. I know when you're using the RC controller, you unlock the full speed and everything else, and it is a lot more. It's a lot faster. But even in sport mode with the RC controller, the motion controller rather, it's still quite fun, and I love to fly it. I love it. So we're just going to go somewhere where there's not much we can hit, and then I can show you just what it does and what it's capable of, and hopefully I'll convince you to buy one, because they're just so much fun. There's a plane here. They are so much fun. So there's no active track, there's no obstacle avoidance. There is a downward sensor on the Avata 2 on the bottom, which tells you how high off the ground you are. But that is something that's really handy. You can really kind of skim the floor, and you can see exactly how high above the ground you are. So you can, that's fun. I like to fly low. Everyone else is flying through things or whatever. I just like to skim across stuff because it just looks ace. There is a few little gripes I've got with the Avata 2, and that is to be fair, the signal strength. It could be better. I know you're supposed to keep visual line of sight and all that stuff. So, but I can get about sort of 300 meters before I really start struggling with signal. Now I don't know if that's something to do with the motion controller or whatever, because I've seen other people who have gone a lot further. We'll see. I don't know. But for what I use it for, I love it, and it is definitely one of my favourite drones to fly. It's exciting. It sounds daft, but it really is a thrill to fly this thing. Especially you feel like a bird, and it is really a lot of fun. So I'm going to take you now somewhere. There's some fields. I like to fly through the fields. I get a lot of sort of flack from people who are. They all sort of take the mick because it's not real FPV because I'm using a motion controller. I don't care. I don't care. Will I get the motion control, the RC controller? Yeah, I probably will eventually. Right now, I'm not ready for it. In fact, where I'm taking you now, I flew it, and I'd had the drone for 19 hours, and I managed to plow it into a wind turbine by accident. Yeah, and then I got it back 2 days later, or whenever I got it, and I had it 2 hours, and crashed it again. So, You know, maybe I'm just not ready for the the RC controller. But hey, whatever. Who cares? But I love it, and it is incredibly fun to fly. It's exciting to fly. It's one of the things where you can just sort of, if you had a crappy day, you can just chuck it up there and it's bumpy. That's what I like to do the most. If I need a bit of a break from editing and being an adult, I like to just come out here and I'll just throw it around for a minute, and it's exhilarating. It really is exhilarating to fly. So we're nearly at the place where I'm going, and I'm going to get myself set up. Ooh. It's not too bad with wind. I've noticed it's not great in the wind. It sometimes kind of gets a bit sideways. But other than that, buy it. You just buy it, because you won't regret it. It is absolutely, it's a hoot. It is a freaking hoot to fly. So right, we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna just reverse my dad wagon into this ball. This is where I plow myself into a ditch on camera. Right, we're gonna have some fun. I'll see you in a minute. So the goggles are my favourite bit. They make the flight really immersive, and it's a lot of fun. So you've got the try to do it with one hand. So you got the antennas, little diopter adjusters there, so you can adjust for your eyes. Do a little touchpad on top, thumbstick rather on top, and on the side here is a touchpad. Is it there or there? One of the two. Because you've got these little pass-through cameras on the front, and they so when you've got the goggles on, you can actually see your environment, which is pretty handy. And then we've got the motion controller. Now, it's comfy. It basically, you double tap this one to take off. You've got your throttle, that's forward, backwards. This, I believe, this is for your gimbal movements. Tap that for, that's your sport mode and normal mode, and you've just got like that. And it is basically a case of, you want to go left, you tilt left. You want to go right, you tilt right, up and down. And that's it. That's it. The record button on the side there. But it is very easy to use, and it just fits nicely. So let's maybe have a quick fly. I'll be back. So all we do, we're just gonna put battery in. So if you can see there, you see where we had a bit of a boo-boo with it, and I had to replace or fix this bit with fire. but this is it, little fella, and it is an absolute hoot. Okay. So to turn it on, you've got the power button on the side of the motion controller. Press it once and press and hold. There we go. Same on the goggles. Press it once, press it again, and they're on. And then we're just gonna turn this little bugger on. Now it should give a beep when it's ready to fly. In a sec, there you go, beep beep. All right, now the hardest part is we are gonna have to find somewhere safe to take off from. So I'm probably gonna put it on the roof of my car. And now, personally, I have to sit down when I fly. I don't necessarily get motion sickness, but it does make me fall over. It is so immersive in the goggles that you do have to. I recommend sitting. If you're someone who, I was worried about motion sickness, to be honest, because my son, he has the VR headset, and I cannot play it. It does make me feel sick, and I was worried about the Avata doing the same. But to be honest, it's been absolutely spiffing. So I'm going to put the goggles on. Now, I was trying something earlier and I didn't like it. I was shooting in a different aspect ratio. I was shooting 4:3. But personally, I just didn't like it. So, I do normally use ND filters and manual settings, but I completely forgot to bring them with me. So we're just going to go just normal, and away we go. One thing I do like about the goggles is I can record on what the goggles can see and what the drone can see simultaneously, that's pretty handy. So basically all we've got here, I might have to just make sure you can see. So if you want to turn left, you just tilt left. Right, you tilt right. If I want to go up, I can literally just raise my arm and up we go. So let's go. So I'm going to double tap this orange button to get going, and it automatically starts recording. You can turn it off, but I just leave it on, and then just press up, and we are in the air. And that is basically it. So I'm just going to stay in normal mode for now, but let's just rip about a bit. I like going in the fields, and you can really get, with the downward sensor on, you can really get low, and it's ever so fun. So I'm sort of 0.2 off the ground, and you really get a sense of speed. I mean, you can really shoo, but I want to go left, so I'm just going to bank left. And that's it. It's so easy to fly, you know. And then I want to go up, so I'm literally just going to go up like this, and we're up, you know. And then I'm going to bank, and I'm just going to drop my arm down. I am getting a high wind warning. It is a bit of a windy day, but I like to use these lines in the fields just to give me a bit of whee. Now I am in normal mode, so I'm going to stop in a minute and I'm going to flick it to sport mode. And to be honest, it's great fun. It is fast, but you can get really low. You can just shoo, you can really have a lot of fun. It is struggling ever so slightly though. Hello. All right. So just quick press to stop recording. I'm going to press this one, and now we're in sport mode. Now, it's not the full speed with the RC controller, but it is still incredibly fun. So you do have to be a lot more careful because we're really ripping now. And I am getting a little bit of wobble from the wind, but that's okay. But yeah, let's just enjoy it, man, you know. So I'm just gonna buzz down these lines. It just makes it look and feel that ever so slightly faster. But we are really struggling with wind. Just starting to lose my signal now. Let's just go around this tree. Whew, alrighty. But you don't need big movements. You know, if you do this, then it's going to really flick, you know, and it does. But if you just want a nice cinematic, you know, it's nice. It's so good. So it is incredibly windy up here, but I'm going to go to the height, about 100 meters. That's ample, but I mean, the view is beautiful. And if you just give it just that, you know, and it's like being a bird. It is really nice. it's something that I really, really enjoy. Now I'm going to stay well clear of these wind turbines because we don't want to hit them. And that's it. Like, this is very relaxing. As far as drones go, like, it is incredibly relaxing. So I'm just getting lower now, so I'm just going to start bringing it up. Whee! And like now I am very close to the ground. And we are getting some speed. But I'm having a good time. I've flown drones for years, and I really enjoy a drone. I really enjoy flying them. They're a lot of fun. But this is probably my favourite drone. I really like how it's very relaxing to fly. And then when you start getting brave, we've got all the there's Acro modes and things. So if you want, I think we've got enough battery. So whee. So we can do flips. I think let's stop recording for a flip. So I'm gonna just put easy Acro on. So now we've got the choice of slide, 180 drift, a flip, and a power loop. Now a power loop's a great fun. So let's try a power loop first. So we've got to get a bit of speed going. And I've just realised I wasn't recording the 180 drift. So let's do that again. And we're just like, whee, like this. And it's a great way of revealing like some kind of, something cool, something worth looking at. So let's let me show you the backflips again and stuff. So I've got it in flip now, and we just one backwards, and we're doing a backflip, forward, front flip, and then we've got a roll, and another roll. And then let's do a power loop one more time, because that was really fun. So I'm just getting some height. I think you have to be a minimum of 3 meters above the ground to do a power loop. And that's, obviously to stop you from hitting the floor. There is one called slide, but it don't really do it for me, to be honest. I mean, you can really sort of, I guess you can maybe go around things with it. Let me try that. I'm going to go closer to my car and maybe try and sort of do a slide around the car maybe or something. Let's have a look. How does it work? Whoop. Yeah, I don't get it, to be honest. But still, we have to stop recording so we can turn the easy Acro off. Now it does have head tracking. I don't like it. It baffles me a little bit. But let's see. We've got 31% left, so let's just have one more rip in sport mode, because it is quite fun. See, it doesn't even really look that fast. But I can assure you, once you get sort of, low to the floor, it's quite exhilarating. Especially, like over the greens. The camera quality as well is fantastic, I think. I really do think that the camera quality is is quite spectacular. So right, I've got a low battery warning, so we're gonna have to come back. In 2 seconds it's gonna stop. Oh. Now I'm gonna push through it just to get this one last little clip. Whee! Well, I'm having a great time, so ignore the battery. We've got 21% left, so let's just get one quick clip of us going down this field. And then let's go home. Okay, you're going to come and land. It's got brakes on this thing as well, so if you are in trouble and you need to stop, you just press that and whoosh, it has stopped. And now it won't do anything until I press the button again to release the brakes, which is incredibly handy. So, hello, you can see me there. And then if you want to land, we're just literally going to go, well, I might have to catch it, to be honest, so I'm going to take the goggles off. Otherwise we're going to cut the grass, and we don't want to cut the grass. So if you want to land it, or grab it, you can literally pinch and turn. Simple as that. And we are off. And that's it, and that's the Avata 2. Do I think it's for everyone? Maybe not. Like I think I said before, I do photo and video professionally, and that's the only reason why I bought it. Is I love adding a bit of drone footage to my videos, and I've got the Air 2S, and being able to sort of add, you know, the swoops and the just gentle drops and things, that is what I wanted this for, and it does that really well. It's definitely something that I'm glad I bought it. I don't necessarily use it as much as I thought I would, but it's fun, and I hate this bit. Never get this bit on. It is fun. It's easy to crash, and it did. I think, to be honest, I crashed because I got a little bit too brave than you know, starting off. So, but yeah, that's the Avata, and it's absolutely, it is great fun. So I'm going to head home now, and I'll show you my footage, and let me know what you think, because it is good. Okie dokie. I'll see you when I get home. Thanks for watching.